David Corson, Saturday, November 2nd, 2025. Oh, it's a little past 4 o'clock. It's raining. More rain. Yep. It's kind of, it's been going in and out all day. I just got stuck in it. And I was going to go grab some things. And anyway, I'm waiting for this thing to pass. If not, I'll do the weeding tomorrow. See all these trees up here? Top of the tree, I got to whack down all that stuff. And put it in some refuse bags. In any event, hope everybody had a great Saturday night. Way to go, Georgia. Way to win. DU Pio 6-0 over Alaska. So they split the series. And just watched the Atlanta Falcons lose. My wife went out to run some errands with her neighbor. And, of course, missed the extra point. As a kicker, you got to do one thing. Kick the ball through the uprights. That's all you have to do. No wind up there. Outdoor stadium. Sunny. Beautiful day. You just shanked an extra point. You just lost the game. You should be fired because they already got rid of the other kicker. You came on, you've had a good thing, and now you just lost the game. You should be replaced. I'm sorry. You got one job to do. As the kicker, your job is to kick field goals or extra points. And the punter's normally the long kicker. But missing extra points, unacceptable. And you obviously didn't bring your A game. So, and you know, you got to be convincing. You know, when he beat out the other kicker who was really good, I don't know what his problem was. Young Kwu, he played for Georgia Southern. The guy was awesome. And I think he got hurt. So anyway, he was just awful this year. They got rid of him. We cut him. And they brought this other guy in, and he's already lost 2 games this year. He missed 1 field goal, and then he missed another one. And just, but they're not going anywhere. They're below 500 now. I think they're 4 games behind the Bucks. Anyway, I think they should fire. I wanted the head coach fired last weekend when they got crushed by a 1-16 Miami, and nothing against Miami. Loved the Dolphins over the years. In any event, when they got killed by those guys, Raheem Morris should have gotten fired. And Arthur Blank, if you're watching this video, fire him. You hired an under 500 record coach. You don't do that in the NFL. Not for long. All right. He's lost 3 games in a row. He doesn't have his team prepared. Michael Penix, he is like Mr. Dull. There is no animation out of that guy at all. You know, someone needs to grab him and say, "Dude, man, would you like let people know that you're alive? You don't even look like you're enjoying yourself." Anyway, just very frustrating. And I'm a Yankee living in the South. I'm not even from here. I'm just a transplant. But I want the local teams to win. You know. So anyway, very disappointing. But hey. I'm out here, standing in the rain, trying to get stuff done. Got some things I got to get done, and I don't know what we're doing for dinner, but we'll figure it out. And enjoy the Sunday night and get ready for, just an amazing, in November, it's November 2nd. You got about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to make the most of it, and then it's Thanksgiving week, and you know how that goes. Everybody's bailing, and by that Wednesday before Thanksgiving, it's over. And then you got like 2 to 3 weeks left in December, and then it's over for this year. So, anyway. You got to get ready. Enjoy listen, you still got some hours left to leave it all out there on the field for this Sunday. And then get ready. You know what to do early tomorrow morning. 5, 6 a.m. Get your ass out of bed. Put your game face on. Get in the shower. Dress for success. Have a nice breakfast. Start cranking. Get stuff done before 8 or 9 o'clock. And then get in your regular routine. So that's what I'm thinking. Let's see if I can walk out of here. It's kind of stopped, but not really. So, in any event, here's my word of the day for November 2nd, 2025, one Sunday, a little past 4 o'clock. And that word is convincing. Yeah, convince. Yeah, convincing. It's such a good word because in order to convince someone that you're reliable or worthy of the job or worthy to make the team or worthy of a date or whatever, you got to take action, and you got to get it done. You know, you got to give it your all. You got to be your best. You got to do all of that stuff. So business, personal, athletics, life, sleep, whatever you're doing, if you're not convincing, then you're probably not going to get that business, or you're not going to get that date, or you're not going to make that team. You got to give it your all. That's why every game's important. Every practice is important. You'll practice. You'll play as you practice. All of those things. And convincing is so, so important. If you can convince your mind, man, that's the biggest battle you're going to ever have, is convincing your mind, because your mind is a lazy, doesn't want to do anything, doesn't want to rock the boat. You got to overcome, its negativity. So your mind, I'm telling you, your mind can push you across the finish line, or it can definitely hinder you. You got to get in that mindset. So, but in convincing is a really good word to have in your repertoire, especially when you're battling your mind. So let's take athletics. You got to be convincing. You got to convince that deep hole who's seen the videotape on you all year long, that when he meets you on the field, that he's going to have his hands full all afternoon. And he might stop you here and there, but you're going to get your chances. And when you get your chances, you got to make sure that you put that rock in the net. All right, and you got to convince him. Hey, I'm gonna do the same move, and then one of these times I'm gonna do that move, man, and you're not gonna be able to stop me. And sure enough, you're gonna put it in the net, and boom, And he's convinced. He's like, damn, that guy's good. All right. So make convincing part of your athletic vocabulary. Business, just like sports, very competitive. You got to give it your all, and you got to be convincing. You got to be convincing to your customers. You got to be convincing to your company, your business development team, your sales force, HR, everybody that works for your company. When they see you, man, they're like, oh yeah, man, I'm glad that guy's on my team. I'm glad that guy's on my side. Whenever someone says that about you, man, that is just such a compliment. All right, that you're an asset, that you're needed, that you're necessary for their success. So being convincing in business, whether you're launching a new product or trying to gain market share or going into a trade show to make some new contacts, or you're on a Zoom call or an email, whatever you're doing, you got to be convincing. You got to speak with authority, with professionalism, with experience, with not that know-it-all, that you know a lot, but you learn every day. I have no problem telling people I don't know it all, because I learn every day. So, but you got to be convincing in business, because people have to trust you. They got, they're relying on you as being a partner. Whether you're building a retail store or a hotel, or you're writing a book, or I could give you thousands of things. You got to convince people to get on board with you, and if you can convince people to give it their all, and you're all in the same, you all have the same vision, and you've all bid into the same plan, the plan of success. Man, you're going to get a lot of W and L's, and L's are not losses. Those are learns. All right. You never lose. It's always you win and you learn. And because history always repeats itself. So if you learn, you get the W, and then that situation or matter happens again, you're going to be that much more prepared for it. So convincing, man, so important in business. Relationships, you got to be convincing. To get a date, you got to ask someone out, or to ask someone out to dance, whatever it might be. You got to be convincing. And you can convince in all different ways. Some days you can some people like aggressiveness, some people like being laid back, some people just want you to get it done. They don't want to hear any BS. They just want to see action. And then look at the fruits of your labor, So, but relationships, you got to be convincing. The way you communicate, whether you're flexible, negotiable, the way that you talk in the simplest of terms with the least amount of words to get your point across. Okay. And if you can do that, you're going to have a lot more W and L's in anything that you do. And remember, you got to keep things simple. Don't make mountains out of molehills. Make sure you got a sock ready. So if you say something that that's not going to convince something that, they should do, stick a sock in your mouth, man. Don't say it. You can't take it back. You'll regret it. And, yeah, communication is just so important. You got to be convincing in everything that you do. And it's not just personal. It's people that you just do stuff with. If you're talking to a customer service, hey, give them the respect and give them some kudos or whatever, and you'll get what you need done. You'll convince them to help you to get things done. And it's all the people you talk to every day. Whether it's in an email or a Zoom or in person, whatever. You got to be convincing with everything that you do. Because after you leave, if you leave them a convincing, hey man, I'm choosing that guy to get things done for me, I made the right choice. Okay? So, but like I said, it's everybody that you deal with every day. If you can give a little and take something from someone, man, business is a two-way street, and so is communication. And I learn every day just little things that I like, the way someone said something, or the way that they closed a paragraph, or the way they closed an event or opened it. I love taking stuff and just tweaking it to, the way that I need it. Hey, the day I stop learning is the day I should go do something else. Don't forget that. But convincing, man, It's so important in relationships. And you got to convince your body that that you're going to give it 6 to 8 hours of rest every day. If you take care of your body, you feed it well, you ice the bumps and bruises, you make sure your mindset's full of positivity, no negativity allowed. But the bottom line is your body has to know that after it kicks ass for you all day, it's got to get rest, 6 to 8 hours. I get 6 to 6.5. And, I don't even use an alarm clock. I just get up. And when I get up, I'm not groggy. I know my body. This year was the way that David Corson learned to sleep. And now I got about 2 months left, a little less than 2 months. At the end of the year, I'll take a look. But man, I'm telling you, man, I sleep like a rock. 6 hours, 6.5, that's all my body needs. I'm older, I'm 62. As you get older, you don't sleep that much. But I've learned how to prep myself. Put the white noise on, no TV in the room. If just listen to the radio, some soft music, whatever. You need to go to bed. And I'm telling you, man, my body, man, I work my ass off all day. My body's beat. It's craving that rest. And when I rest, it knows I'm plugging. You got to train that. You got to work on that. But if you take care of your body and give it the rest, it'll perform for you for the rest of your life as long as you're breathing. And if there's something else that you need convincing on in a 24-hour period besides business, personal athletics, life, sleep, eating, whatever, go for it. Make sure you do it. And if you work on be convincing for the remainder, a little less than 60 days, you're going to have a little less than 60 days of data on yourself. All you have to do is put that data here right in your phone on a video diary or a regular diary if you want to dictate it or write it. Bottom line is, if you take notes for the next 59 days, whatever it is, and you cross that finish line at the end, you do it every day. You don't miss a day. If you're going to miss a day, you're going to quit, don't do it. All right? You're wasting your time. But if you go through the end of the day, it'll change yourself. You'll be like, wow. I'm going on 2 years. I'm telling you, I've changed the way that I think, the way I present myself, the way I don't get upset over things. And because I can go back to videos where I was having a really awful day, because not every day is going to be great in peaches and cream, and how I weathered it, I'm telling you, you'll get addicted. You'll do it the rest of your life. It'll change your life. Your teammates, your coworkers, your spouse, your wife, your kids, your pets, everybody will see you changing yourself. All you have to do is just be consistent, take action, and keep on improving. It all adds up in the end. So, listen, that's my word of the day for November 2nd, 2025, about 4:30. More rain coming. I got to go in and rent my column and get some other things done, trying to get all my artists, all my stuff. So he's got all of his things that he needs from me, and I can go on and do some other things this week. So with that, hey, listen, I appreciate you all out there. Have a great rest of your Sunday night. Remember, leave it all out there on the field. Have a fantastic week. Start the Monday off, right with the right attitude, and just think about all the great things you're going to get accomplished this week. And before you know it, it'll be hump day, and before you know it, it'll be TGIF again. Woohoo, the weekend. So, listen, appreciate you. Be safe. Head on a swivel. Know your surroundings. All right? And take action. Convince.